Hello! To demonstrate some possible uses of the new library, Alchemy of Blades, I decided to recreate this sound from Doom Eternal. Here's the final result. Let's now move on and analyze this sound, having a look to every single layer. We start with the Foley section, where all the movement and mechanical sounds are included. The first recording was a backpack to recreate the movement of the player. All the other layers in this section are mechanical sounds that has been recorded at home to create the unleashing mechanism of the sword. Let's hear them one by one. As you can see, these are all simple recording of everyday use objects. For example, this is a garage door closing. Let's now move to the section where all the library sounds are included. Let's hear now only the library content. The first layer is this one. Just a little EQ and a little bit of distortion was required. The second layer, as the one before, just a little bit of EQ and a little bit of distortion. The third layer needed to be a more high frequency sound, so just a little bit of cut on the low end. So let's hear the sound without the EQ and with. Fourth layer, this represents the more aggressive part of the sound, and as you can see, it's just a little bit of EQ. Last layer, this obviously represents the low end of the sound and the second part of the movement of the sword when it goes back to the static position. Without effects, so I decided to get rid of all the high frequency and to add a little bit of saturation and distortion and some EQ again to obtain this more mid-low sound. Let's hear now all the library layers together. For the unleashing part, I kept 2 of the previous layers. To create the light up effect. Then I added another layer for the opening. And this is the same low end layer used before. Then I imported a new one that is just the attack of a sound. Again, there's nothing on this sound on. Then I needed a more electrifying feeling when the sword was lighting up. So I choose this sample that I'm gonna play for you now. this has been just EQ'd, and there's some distortion and a compressor. And then I duplicated the sound and pitched the second one down, so you can get this more wide sound. As you can see, if you stretch the sound a little bit and move it, you get this wide open sound rather than this. I decided to add a new whoosh on the bottom. Again, just some EQing to make it fit with the rest. So let's now hear all the Alchemy of Blade content used for this sound. I felt it was missing a little bit of punch on the light up part of the sword, so I decided to use another sample from another library called Alchemy of Guns to give a little bit more punch. There was some EQ on this sound, nothing else. And now you can hear, if you listen to it again, that it has more punch. And now let's listen again to the final result. So as you can see, all the sounds are as they appear on the library, and they have been just slightly stretched to fit the animation, and there was involved just a little bit of a cue to make them fit and work together. They are a good starting point to craft sounds. I hope you enjoy this video and the library. Thanks for watching.